Hello dear students, and today we are going to start our module number 2, and in this module we will talk about electricity. I hope that you didn't have any problems with module number 1. My name is Tatiana Vladimirovna, and let's get it started. Today we are going to talk about electricity, and first of all I'd like to introduce you the term of this. Electricity is something that we use every day and sometimes don't realize how much we use it or depend on it. Electricity is all around us, powering technology like our cell phones, computers, lights, soldering irons, and air conditioners. It's tough to escape it in our modern world. Even when you try to escape electricity, it's still at work throughout nature, from the lightning in a thunderstorm or to synapses inside our body. But what exactly is electricity? Exactly, this is very complicated question. And as you dig deeper and ask more questions, there really is not a definitive answer, only abstract representation of how electricity interacts with our surroundings. Electricity is a natural phenomenon that occurs throughout nature and takes many different forms. In this tutorial, we will focus on current electricity, the stuff that powers our electronic gadgets. Our goal is to understand how electricity flows from a power source throughout wires, lighting outlets, spinning motors, and powering our communication devices. Electricity is briefly defined as a flow of electric charge, but there is so much behind that simple statement. Where does the charge come from? How do we move them? Where do they move to? How does an electric charge causes mechanical motion or make things light up? So many questions. Yeah. To begin to explain that electricity is, we need to zoom way in, beyond the matter and molecules, to the atoms that make up everything to interact with in life. Tutorial buildings on some basic understandings of physics, force, energy, atoms in particular. We'll gloss over the basics of each of those physics concepts, but it may help to consult other sources as well. Let me introduce two really famous persons, like Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla. Exactly here you can see their pictures. Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison are two greatest inventors in history. They each battled to dominate with their electricity transmission systems. This is the story of the war between alternating current and direct current. The 19th century was the time of the great inventors. It was an exciting period full of scientific advances during which the various development of capitalism caused struggles and confrontations between different ideas and parents. One of these battlefields was electricity, where two very different visions clashed. Nikola Tesla, the proponent of alternating current or AC, and Thomas Alva Edison, who advocated direct current or DC. But therefore the battle began, which the newspapers of the time called the War of the Currents. Some context is required. The birth of a rivalry. Nikola Tesla, of Serbian origin, was born in 1856 in a small village in what is now Klotia. With a brilliant mind, at the age of 25 years he got his first job as an engineer in Hungary. From there, he moved to France, where he worked in a subsidiary of what would be his biggest rival, Thomas Edison. In 1883, his huge talent took him to the United States to work with Edison himself. The American, 6 years his senior, was already a highly prestigious inventor. He had his perfected and talented the light bulb. These two geniuses soon clashed. In 2 years, electricity was making qualitative and quantitative strides. Demand was growing. Large power plants were being built and more energy needed to be transmitted over increasingly long distances. The vast American West needed to power every large cities and industries. Thomas Edison advocated direct current, a more expensive and inefficient system due to dissipation of part of energy in the form of heat. Nikola Tesla, on the other hand, was in favor of alternating current, and the war began. Two geniuses in old age. The end of this war did not lead to peace between these two scientists, quite the contrary. In 1920, Niels Gustav Dahlen won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1924, inventing the solar wave which would switch the flame of street lamp and on-off automatically, and at sunset and sunrise. There were rumors in the scientific community that the prize went to a minor inventor because of Tesla's refusal to share the Nobel with Edison for both their achievements in the field of electrical energy. What happened to both geniuses? Although he won the war, Tesla was considered to oblivion. He continued to devote his time to science, achieving the developments such as the Tesla coil and wireless lightning, extravagant inventions. His ideas were ahead of the time, and he failed to translate them into practical advances. He died penniless, the picture of recluse, eccentric scientists. In contrast, Edison became a millionaire thanks to dozens of patents, such as the light bulb and the photograph. He became one of the best known and admired inventions in history. Only in recent years has Tesla, whose name has been given to best known make of electric cars, attacked renewed attention. Guys, now I hope that you know a little bit more about these two famous scientists, and also I attached some documents with reading, speaking, and also you should do some of this task. I wish you good luck. See you soon.